Hello everybody, here's Lihao.
Hi guys!
I've got this back porch here and it gets a lot of evening and afternoon sun, and Lihao's parents were very nice and they gave me a tarp. Got the tarps right here, there's two of them, and I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to hang them up here.
Let's hope so. You can do it.
So I just scraped all the pollen off the deck because there was so many pollen on there that the rain collected over there. Looks a little bit better now. Alright, step one, I'm gonna take the tarp and lay it on the deck here and see what size I'm dealing with. Awesome, now we got an idea of the size of the thing. They're both the same size, both tarps. And saw that nose on my fly? Saw that fly on my nose? Both rectangular. And since the sun always comes from over there during the evenings, I want it to be this way as much as possible. That way we can, have more shade when we need it. So, planning to put it in line of the edge of this deck, and then I'll lay it down on the floor again and see what distances I need to put the ring screws on. Okay, emergency broadcast. There's so many flies around here, it's ridiculous. And since we're between the forest and my house, look, Lihao's struggling with flies, there is not much wind around here, which means the flies get to stay around here. And we don't have anti-fly stuff at the moment. So I'm gonna start an emergency fire and smoke the away.
Thank you!
Goodbye, flies! Okay, back to regular scheduling. Putting out the tarp and measuring the distances where I need to put the screws up there. Okay, I've got the tarp laid out, and you see the little bows that it has on the end. There's one in the middle and one at the other end. So I just need to measure the distance for where they're going to be up there. And so I'm going to get a tool to measure with and a pencil to draw with, and a ladder, and then I can get up there and hang it up, or measure, and then I can get up there and mark the places where I want to put the rings in the wall. Alright, here's the ladder. Got myself a hammer, screwdriver, and hooks and rings. While I was getting that stuff, I just realized an easier way to do this. And don't need to measure anything. So what I'm gonna do is just take the center one, follow this board up, right above the window, put the first circle in there, hang the tarp from it, and then just stretch the tarp to as far as it goes in that direction and put the screw in there. Don't need to measure anything, I just use the tarp as my guide.
That's pretty smart.
I am smart. When I'm lucky. Okay, it came with these things. Now you put one of these in one side of the spring. Doing this with one hand isn't the easiest way. And it looks like that. Then you take the other and do it through the other side of the spring. There you go. And then you take one of these and you hook it through here. Now the side with this carabiner goes on the tarp, and that side goes on the ring I just put in the wall. Okay, to mount it to the wall, you want to get one of those two out, get it through the ring, and then put it and put it through the spring again. Let me show you, because I can't do this with one hand. There you go, I got it on, and as you can see now, there's a little bit of springy action, and hopefully that doesn't, when it's windy, that will prevent the tarp from stretching and breaking. Okay, so now I want the center of the tarp, please, my love. There we go, there's the center. Right, got the center strap here, putting it through the carabiner, and now all I have to do is stretch it out, and then this part will tell me where that one goes. I'm gonna do the same on the different side, the other side.
Other side.
Alright, you're up here on the ladder with me. I've got myself a screwdriver with a hook in it, and I'll show you why in a bit. I've got the ring that's going into the wall and a hammer. So Lihao is now going to give me the tarp. There we go. And as you can see, it's mounted to the wall over there. I'm not going to tension it all the way. You don't want it to be tensioned this way. You want it to like be horizontal like this. And then I know it's going to be somewhere around here at the same height as that one. And so I just make a little mark with my fingernail here. That's where I'm going to mount the other one. Got the ring here. Got my hammer here too. Just gonna put it here and give it a whack. Now it stays. And this is the reason why I have a hook in my screwdriver, because I can hook it through the ring. And there you go. You don't have to stand there and turn your wrist for hours. Okay, so let me get the other spring on here and we'll hook up this side. Okay, so I know I didn't show you guys how to put this through here when it's on the wall. I take this one and I put it through the ring. Then I've got the spring, and the opposite side from where this thing is poking out, I put these, squeeze them together, squeeze them together, push it through the spring until they come out, pull. It's a little bit of finagling.
What?
Finagling.
Finagling?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great word. Until you get, both arms on each side. This arm doesn't want to cooperate at the moment. There we go. So now both arms, the spring is on there. I hook up the carabiner, and then Lihao is giving me the tarp. I can just hook that up, and they're the correct distance from each other. It doesn't look tight. That's because it's just, needs to go over there somewhere in the garden with either a pole or maybe some stakes in the ground. But I'm just going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, I got it hanging on the correct distances on top. As you can see, the middle one is hanging straight down and the ones on the side are kind of tilted inward. That's what we want, because we want to stretch it. We want to stretch it this way. So now I need to figure out, do I want some poles that I can attach to the deck, or do I just want some lines and pin it to the ground? So to figure out the answer to that one, I think I'm just gonna attach a rope to the center one here and stretch it to the side, and Leah will have a little talk about what we want. You know, we're a couple, we need to decide things together.
It's communication, you know?
Yes. Alright, doing this. Whew, I'm really sweaty. It's warm outside. So I just had a much better idea for this. And I can do it by myself, but I asked my dad for help because that will make it a lot faster. Then we can, you know, do it within 2 hours. If I do it by myself, it's gonna take a lot more time. But before my dad gets here, I've got a little side project. Keep watching. Alright, that little side project is done. Now the couch has a little seat without holes in it. Much better. As you have seen, Dad is here. He's gonna help me with the project around here. So let's get that underway. Okay, we've got 3 standing beams. Now we're gonna put boards horizontally between them and then diagonally to the window above. Alright, so here it is. We finished this whole thing. So the one in the center is not correct. We just don't have a board that's long enough at the moment. So once we get a board that's long enough, we're going to replace the one in the center. But yeah, this is what I had in mind. I think it looks pretty amazing. And I'll be right back. I'm going to make the tarp in the center hang the way it's supposed to be. And I'll show you that in a bit. Well, we got pretty far. It's not done, but I'm about to go live on YouTube, and here is the result. I am liking it. Look at, I mean, the shade is kind of on the wall at the moment because it's evening sun, but during the day it's gonna provide more shade. But look at this. Isn't this awesome? Yeah. So there are gonna be some changes. We're gonna paint it, but good so far. Okay, it's day number 2 of me working on this project, and I'm gonna hang up both tarps, this one and the one up here. I'm gonna move this one more this direction so that this gap becomes smaller, and then I'm hanging up the second one as well. So let's get to that. Turning that one around was pretty good. I like that the gap is on the opposite side now, like the gap being on the side of the house, because if you can see it like this, see, the roof of the house extends past the canvas, and if it rains you get to sit dry over there, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna make this a little bit more permanent. I've got the ropes on there with not a permanent knot. Gonna make it more permanent, and then I'm gonna move on to the second one. Of course, I can still get rid of the tarp with these carabiners here, so I can get them off whenever the weather is bad, or when we wanna sit in the sun instead. So now I'm gonna lay the second one on the floor, and that will help me measure out where the attachment points on this wall are gonna be, and then we're gonna put that one up too. Well, before I can continue, I just noticed that this tarp has some broken attachment points. So I'm gonna go inside, watch a movie or something while I fix all these attachment points. Yeah, just gonna get out a needle and thread and do that. I figure you guys might want to know how I'm fixing this. So I got myself a, what do you call one of these? Well, it's one of those bands that you attach stuff to your car and your trailer with. And I'm just gonna cut a piece off. And then after I've cut the piece off, I will make it into a loop and sew it on here. And since I don't own a sewing machine, I will be doing this by hand. So that's why I'm gonna watch a movie, because it's gonna take a while. It's quite a lot of work. I mean, so I've got 5 of them done, and I've got 3 more to go. But my fingers hurt. Like, this little needle, getting that to this thick material, oh, that's a lot of work. But 3 more to go, and I just gotta keep going, I guess. So, here goes. Well, doing the last one, just cutting off one more piece of this stuff to make a loop on there, and then I'm done. Working hard. So, as you can see, I got it done. I've got new loops on this tarp, and now time to hang it up. I mean, look at that. That's pretty nice. That's a very nice place to sit. I enjoy this. This looks good. Yes, this is a perfect place to just chill in the shade on my back porch. Move this chair a little bit like this. Yeah, this is really nice. I've got a lot of leftover rope. Look at this. This is beautiful. And on the back side there is a big gap, but the roof is still over it. So if it starts raining, you'll still be dry. Although I don't think these are meant to stop rain for you. Yeah, I'm happy with this result. So the only thing that is left is to paint all the wood on it. That way it will, survive a couple of years. But that's not gonna happen this vlog or today. So now that this back porch has a nice roof on it, I'm thinking to put a wall socket underneath the couch here. Just an outside wall socket, so that if you want to sit here during the daytime or even during the evenings, we can have some lighting hanging from here, and we can even sit here with our laptops. So that's a plan for the future. Don't know when I'm gonna have time for that, but yeah, something to look forward to. And I am right now just very happy with this result. So thank you for Dad helping me with this project. I could have done it by myself, but it would have taken a lot more time. And thank you to Lee House parents for providing me with these beautiful tarps. Otherwise this project would never have existed. So yeah, very awesome. Thank you everybody for watching this little episode, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! YouTube says you might enjoy this video. Go ahead and give it a try.